Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In 2021 I went to Turkey, and before I went to Istanbul I visited a very tiny village, and there I had one of the best foods I've ever had in my entire life, and one dish was pita, and that's what we're making today. Let's go. And here are the ingredients. You're gonna need ground beef, salt, pepper, oregano, chili, and mint, diced tomatoes, tomato paste, bell pepper paste, an onion, parsley, and bell pepper. And for the dough, you're gonna need water, olive oil, fresh yeast, and flour. Alright, we're gonna start with the dough as always. I'm gonna take my fresh yeast and crumble it in the bowl with my lukewarm water and give that a mix until well combined. Add your olive oil and yeast mixture to the bowl with the flour. I've also added a pinch of salt, and then I am going to knead my dough until it's very smooth and pliable. Sometimes kneading can take up to like 10 minutes. Cover it and let it rest for 2 hours. While we're waiting on the dough, we're going to mix our topping, and for that I am adding my beef to a larger bowl and the rest of the ingredients for the topping. We're mixing the topping now while we're waiting on the dough because we want to give the aroma time to develop and want the beef to soak up all the flavor. When everything is in the bowl, give that a very good mix. I'm using my hands for this. I really like to feel what I'm eating, and also I believe that when you use your hands, things will get mixed up better than if you're using a machine. What about you? Do you prefer using your hands while mixing food, or do you prefer using a machine for this? Let me know in the comments down below, and also hit that like button so I know that you love Turkish food as much as I do. Also make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on any of my future recipes. Alright, as you can tell, the dough is ready. I'm going to stretch it a little bit so it looks kind of like a sausage. I'm taking a knife and then I'm cutting it into 8 equal pieces. Take a piece of dough, form it into a ball, put it aside, and do the same thing with the rest. Forming them into a ball before rolling them out helps them stay in shape, if you know what I mean. Now I'm going to dust my kitchen counter with a little bit of flour. Then I'm taking one ball, going to press it down a little bit, and then I'm taking a rolling pin and I'm going to roll it out in a rectangular oval kind of shape. Always make sure there's enough flour covering the dough and the rolling pin so the dough won't stick to your kitchen counter. As I said, we're shooting for a rectangular oval kind of shape because pita kind of looks like a boat. Place your dough on a baking sheet. We're doing that now because if you would put the toppings on first and then try to move them onto the baking tray, it would end up in a catastrophe. The dough is pretty thin and the beef pretty heavy in comparison. Place your topping on the dough and leave about 1 centimeter on all sides. As you can see, to give them their signature look, we have to flip over the dough, and that's what the centimeter of space is for. And then press the dough together at the end. In the meantime, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. Pop them in the oven and bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes. And now comes the big reveal. I'm taking them out and look at them. They are gorgeous. They have the perfect color, the meat is fully cooked and still juicy because of the tomatoes. I love it. And here they are, my pita. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching!